What the fuck? So, you want to learn about Wii Sports, do you? Okay. Allow me to take you back to the year 2006. The year is 2006. The year of Persona 3, Cars the movie, and Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog. Nintendo is releasing a new console, the Nintendo Wii. You might have heard of it. And when you release a new console, of course you need a great launch title to come with it. The great launch title in question, Wii Sports. This game was generational. It literally took over the world in a way that only certain people could dream of. You, your parents, your grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, it didn't matter. I mean, it's in the top 3 best-selling games of all time. And, if you might have noticed, the highest selling game of all time that only came out on one console. I think that says something, personally. So, you fire this game up, and what do you see? Sports, obviously. Did you read the cover of the game? But what kind of sports? The clueless plebeian that has never played this game before might ask me. Well, there's tennis, baseball, bowling, golf, and boxing. Starting with tennis, you swing your tennis racket to hit the ball back and forth, and just hope that the computer is stupid enough to let the ball bounce twice. You can play with up to 4 people, but, I know you guys have no friends. So, it was most likely you against 2 computers, just like what you're watching in this footage. You can play with a computer on your team, with 1 of your Mii on each team, play with 2 of your Mii on both teams to have the most unproductive tennis match of all time. Or, if you're feeling freaky, you can completely remove yourself from the game and watch the AI play instead. This match took 3.5 minutes, by the way. Now we have baseball. After you pick the Mii that you want, 8 random Miis from your Wii, or in this case, my Wii U, are chosen to be your teammates for a team of 9. You then go up against another team of 9 depending on your rank. Did I forget to mention the rank system? Since this is Wii Sports, Nintendo had to be different and change the rules to the most odd form of baseball I think I have ever seen. Actually, scratch that. Not that I think I've ever seen, that I know I've ever seen. Instead of hitting the ball and running around the bases, you hit the ball and then watch the ball. And wherever the ball lands pretty much tells you how many bases you get to take. The ball flying into the stands being a home run, the ball flying out of the park being, well, an out of the park, and someone catching the ball being an out are the only baseball consistent rules in this game. For example, in regular baseball, if somebody in the infield grabs the ball off the ground, they just throw it to one of the bases, whether it be first base, second base, or third base, maybe the one closest to them, or if there's nobody on the bases, it'll most likely be to first base. Right? However, if that same somebody does this exact same thing in Wii Sports, even if the ball is on the ground, you're just out. That's it. Even better, if they drop the ball, yes, that can happen. It's not an out, it's a single, automatically. If it gets to the outfield, it's a single. If it touches the back wall, it's a double. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I have no idea what the criteria is to get a triple in this game. Basically, you just sit there like a bitch at home base waiting for the game to tell you if you can take a base or not. Me personally, I wouldn't take that. But you guys were just kids back then, so there's not really much you could have done. If you're up by 5, by the bottom of the first or second inning, the mercy rule kicks in and you win automatically. If you've never gotten a mercy rule win in Wii Sports, you might kinda suck at the game. Bowling. It's just bowling. You can play with up to 4 people, and you do your best to knock down all the pins. And since I'm great at bowling in real life, of course I'm good at Wii Sports bowling, evidenced by these 6 strikes that I got. Yes, I know, I'm the greatest, you don't need to tell me in the comments, although feel free to do so. A little glaze never hurt anybody. Next up is golf, the most uneventful sport in real life, but in Wii Sports it's actually pretty fun. You golf on some of the most treacherous pieces of land I have ever seen to put the golf ball in the hole. I mean, look at this. One false move, one wrong step, and you're tumbling down into the drink below, and there's literally no other pieces of land there for miles. You will die. Look at this. I mean, come on. One earthquake is all it takes, and that entire course is gone. By the way, the attempts in golf are known as strokes, which is funny because I had a couple of those trying to trick shot into this last hole. Oh yeah, you only get 14 strokes, by the way. Boxing is the worst sport to play when you have a slightly fucked up Wiimote such as myself. Hey man, I got this thing 16 years ago. I think it's allowed to be just a tiny bit messed up. You can go up against the computer, or you can box your friend. We went over this, you don't really have too many of those, which undoubtedly caused some black eyes back in the day. I mean, hell, 2006 was a different time, guys. Remember, motion controls were the craze. You look up Wii Sports fails, you will see nothing but physical assault and property damage. In all these sports, you get points towards your rank at the end of each game. I told you I would mention the rank system at one point. Once you get enough points, you can hit pro status. Does this get you anything? Well, besides harder opponents and the word pro underneath your Mii's name, which, by the way, resets when you pick a different one, no, it doesn't get you anything. And since this is Nintendo in 2006, it's not like you could go online to flex it either, so the only people that get to see it are you, your family, and your non-existent friends. So yeah, have fun with that. However, we're not done just yet. We gotta talk about these two little modes down here. To the left, you have the training mode, where you do an assortment of random bullshit like returning tennis balls or attempting to hit a baseball out of the park. And since I'm on my Wii U, I barely have any of these unlocked. Whoopsie daisy. However, last but not least is Wii Fitness, where you do 3 randomly assorted training mode sports in a row. Yes, they just took 3 random things from training mode and made you do 3 of them in a row. The game judges how well you did and gives you a fitness age, so you can feel great when you get one around your age or younger, or feel like a failure when it gives you an age way higher. You know, I'm 21, so I'm slightly offended, but I'll take it. And that's a wrap on Wii Sports, everybody.
Bye!